Your move, your move.
What's up guys, it's Rogue here, back at it again with another amazing video on the channel. So, right on the money, right on schedule, we have a brand new video for you guys. And before we get into it, I just want to say, if you do enjoy this type of content, make sure you obliterate the like button to let me know to make more of this. Share your thoughts down in the comment section down below as I reply to every single one. And if you guys are new around here or you enjoy my beautiful face, make sure to subscribe as we are aiming for 5,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. Also, if you guys want to support the channel a bit further or you guys want to meet and duel me, make sure to check out the Discord server links all over the channel. Get yourself in there, get yourself dueling against me. Well, that's enough of me. Let's get straight into the video. Starting off with the deck profile here, we have triple Erebus, the Underworld Monarch. Now, he is still a 3-of, especially with the new support, simply because of the fact that we can basically tribute summon a lot more now. He is not once per turn, so none of his effects are once per turn. So why not be able to multiple send from deck to grave and rip cards out of your opponent's hand? That is just a no-brainer to me. We have double of the brand new Monarch, which I believe is called Yugioh. So he's like the grown-up version of the Squire. We play 2 of him because we are able to Foolish Burial him directly from the deck now. And I will show you how we do that when we get there. But he is actually really cool because when he is normal or special summoned, he's able to grab you any Monarch or any Monarch spell or trap, which is absolutely fantastic. Also, if he is in the graveyard and you tribute summon, he can either add himself back to hand or special summon. So gives you a free body or free add back to hand as well. Absolutely incredible card. We have double of the Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. Now, we still play 2 of him. We don't need to play 3. He's not as good as Erebus in my opinion, but it's always nice to have 2 because in the worst case, Ether can summon Ether and then it will be bounced back at the end phase. And if you have something like a Monarch Stormforth, that is still disruption. But most of the time now with Ether, you're going to be summoning the brand new Yugioh Monarch just simply because on summon, you're going to be able to get its search effect. Wrapping up the rest of our tributes, we have double Vanity and 1 Majesty's Fiend. Now, the reason we're still playing these cards is first reason is Majesty's Fiend is searchable. It has 2400 attack and 1000 defense, meaning it's basically a Monarch. And we're playing double Vanity's Fiend because it's an absolutely fantastic card. And I didn't want to be playing over 10 tributes because we have 10 tribute summons now, which is a lot. But we do have a lot of ways to spam bodies now with the brand new support and basically a way to search, which is with the Majesty's Fiend and with another spell that I'll get to once we get there. But yes, absolutely fantastic cards. You need to be playing them. Maybe mess around with the ratios if you really want, but I'm very, very happy with 10 tribute summons at the moment. For the Squires, brand new Squire here, absolutely broken. I forgot the name, but I'll tell you exactly what she does. Well, it's a warrior, which means it's searchable by Rota. You can reveal this card in your hand, well, a Monarch spell or trap in your hand and special summon it from the hand. Then on a quick effect, I believe, you can tribute summon, so it gives you an additional tribute summon. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, doesn't have to be from field, can also be from deck, it will special another Squire out of your deck. This card is bloody fantastic. It is so good. It helps the deck in so many ways. It allows you to grab your other Squires from deck like Yugioh, Yugioh if you really need. It's absolutely fantastic and you need to be playing 3 of this card, yes or yes. Speaking of the other Squires, double Yugioh and double Yugioh. Now, I used to play 1-on-1. Now we have to play 2-on-2 simply because we're going to be able to summon them from the deck as well. And if we open the one of Yugioh, we don't want to just be able to not summon her from the deck. So we're playing 2 copies for that exact reason. Same for the Yugioh as well. Yugioh can only summon from the deck, so we're going to be playing 2-on-2. They're still very good. They still have good effects when tribute summoned as well. I mean, Yugioh on summon gives you an additional normal, so that's another way that you can get another normal. And Yugioh on summon is going to special a Squire from the deck, which is fantastic. When Yugioh goes to the graveyard, you can add a banished Monarch spell or trap directly back to your hand, which is fantastic because some of them are not once per turn, which I'll get to explaining once we get there. And Yugioh can banish himself from the grave to basically summon a Yugioh or a Squire, but mainly Yugioh back to the field. So ways of getting loads of bodies, and I'm playing 2-on-2 along with the 3 of the brand new Squire. For the brand new spells, we have Triple Rebellion of the Monarchs. Now this card is absolutely fantastic. What does it do? Well, on activation, you discard a card, reveal 3 basically Monarch monsters, which include the Squires, add one to your hand and the rest get dumped to the graveyard. Then you can banish this card from the grave to special summon a Squire from your hand, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, the reason this card is good, it's a bit like Tenacity. You can reveal 3 of the same monster to add one to your hand if you really need. But basically, the main combo with this is you'll reveal the Squire, you'll reveal the brand new Eidos Monarch, and maybe even Erebus. Whichever one you add to the hand is fantastic, and the others will have graveyard effects. So, absolutely free card. The discard doesn't really matter, especially when I get to the extenders we're playing, because we get to add cards for free when I get to explain that. For the other spells, we have triple Domain of the True Monarchs. This is how we win games. This is basically the extra deck lock. If we control a tribute summon monster and no monsters in an extra deck, our opponent cannot use the extra deck, which is pretty important in, I'd say, 99% of meta decks at the moment. In fact, maybe even 100%. Maybe Regenesis Kashtira, if that becomes meta, that wouldn't be impacted as much by this card. But everything else is cooked if they can't out the Domain of the True Monarchs or your tribute summon monsters. So, absolutely fantastic. We play this card. This is our win con most of the time. For another 3 of, I still play triple of the Monarch Stormforth simply because we don't play hand traps in this deck and we need a way to break boards going second. And it's also just a really good card in general. Even if you just set it and wait, it's absolutely fantastic. If you don't know what it does, is when you would tribute summon, you contribute 1 monster your opponent controls as if you controlled it. It doesn't target, and it doesn't have to be monsters currently on the field either. It's just flip it, and then any point that turn, you can just tribute something, which is absolutely fantastic. You cannot summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Oh no! Anyways, we literally do not care. For the other spell, we have triple of Pantheism of the Monarchs. Now, this card is, I still think it's the best draw spell or archetypal draw spell in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's not even close. So, on activation, it sends a Monarch spell trap card from your hand to the grave as cost, and you draw 2 cards. That is not once per turn. If you open 3 Pantheisms and other stuff, you can just draw cards until your heart's content. And that's not even the good effect. We have Pantheism of the Monarchs effect, which is you can banish it. Sorry, I apologize. I think I mentioned Tenacity does the reveal. This is the one that does the reveal. So you can banish this card, reveal 3 Monarch spell traps, and your opponent picks 1 to add to your hand. Shuffle the rest back into your deck. You may think that is bad, but as I said before, you can pick 3 of the same card. So it just rotas you for anything. You can reveal 3 Tenacity, 3 Domain, 3 Rebellion, 3 Monarch Stormforth. Absolutely any of those cards, and you guaranteed get them. So it's really, really nice. Speaking of guaranteed get them, triple Tenacity of the Monarchs. Why wouldn't we be playing this? This card is absolutely incredible. Reveal a Monarch essentially in your hand. Add a Monarch spell trap from your deck to your hand. It's only a shame that this card is once per turn, which means if you open multiple, you do clog a little bit and you need to be getting rid of them for discards and for draws. But it's still absolutely fantastic. Just search any spell guaranteed and you can search a brand new trap, which we'll get to soon. We have 1 Return of the Monarchs. I still play this card, even though now we have better ways to search monsters. Thank you, Konami. Just simply because it's really good because we have so many tribute summons. You tribute, search for your Vanity's Fiend, not your Vanity's Fiend, your Majesty's Fiend, and now tribute summon it again, and now your opponent is skill drained, and not just from the field, from the hand, from anywhere. Absolutely fantastic card. I really, really like it. I still play it. For the brand new trap, here it is. We play 1 of the new trap. This card is incredible. I can't believe they printed a card like this. It's really, really nice. If you don't know what this trap is basically when your opponent, I believe it's special summons a monster, you can banish a Monarch spell trap from your grave, and you can apply one of the OG Monarch effects, and there's like 6 of them, and you can activate all 6 in 1 turn. I can't remember off the top of my head what they are, but I think bounce two spell traps, banish a card, bounce a monster to the hand, stack a monster to the top of the deck. You can activate all of those. It's really, really nuts. People aren't playing this. They're playing this in the side, and they're playing the Monarchs Erupt instead, which is the skill drain. I think this card is better, so I am playing this one. For the another trap we have the 1 Prime Monarchs. I say it's a trap, but it's not really. It's just a free extender because, yes, it has a trap effect, which I'll go over now very quickly, which is once per turn, target 2 Monarch spell traps in your grave, shuffle them, draw a card, which is nice if worst comes to shove. However, the main reason you're playing this card is if this card is in your graveyard, banish 1 other Monarch spell trap from your grave, special summon this card in defense. And that's just a way to generate free bodies onto the field without using your normal summon, and it's still really good and still a one-off in my opinion. Yeah, it's really, really good. And basically has really good synergy with Idea because, for example, you can send with your Erebus, you can send this and send your trap to the grave. Then we banish the other trap, summon the Prime Monarch, and now as soon as Idea, the Squire, touches the graveyard, add the trap back from the banish pile to your hand. So it's really, really nice when it works like that. For generic extenders, we haven't got too many because Monarch's got a bunch of new cards that we want to play. Double Kashtira Fenrir. This is an extender I was on about before. It's not only gives you a body, but then adds another copy of Fenrir to give you a free discard for Rebellion, which is really, really nice. And I think just for that reason, it's worth playing. But also, if you manage to stick it on the field, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and banish it face down. So it's also really, really nice disruption. For the one of extenders, one Magician's Soul, guys. The new Eidos Monarch is a level 6 spellcaster, guys. What does that mean and why is that relevant? That means we can activate Magician's Soul in hand, special summon itself for free, dump the Eidos Monarch straight from the deck to the grave. And that's really important because remember, when we tribute summon, it's going to special summon itself and search. So Magician's Souls is incredible just for that reason alone. It also has a bonus effect. For example, if we have random spell and traps, if we open the Prime Monarch, for example, if we have Return of the Monarchs on the field, we can send spell and traps from the field or hand to the grave to draw cards as well. Send up to 2, which is fantastic. Recycles our hand and lets us get new cards, which is really nice, while giving us a body and Foolish Burialing. May think this is absolutely incredible. Why not play more? I only play 1 Souls because with 1 Souls and 2 Eidos, we have more than enough ways of seeing Eidos. Some builds play 3. Eidos, I think that's too much. I'd rather just play the 1 Magician's Souls. And I don't open multiple either, because once we see 1 Eidos, you can just infinitely recycle it. 1 Magician's Souls is more than enough. For the last extender here, we have 1 Antrim Fright. This used to be a 3 of before, 100%. Now it's down to a 1 of, simply because it's still good. We can still scale it immediately, destroy it to draw a card, and then special summon itself from the extra deck. It's just you don't want to be seeing multiples anymore, especially when there's so many high impact brand new support cards for Monarchs. I still play 1, draw 1, special, banishes when it leaves the field so it doesn't go back to extra deck. It's still a very good card. I just only play 1 now because I never want to see more than 1 of this in my hand. And for the last card, the 40th card, 1 Reinforcement of the Army. This allows us to add any of our squires, so mainly the new one, which I believe is called Tessira or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Please do let me know, as I know you guys always do. And we can search obviously our Eidos, and we can search our Edea as well. So that is the main deck. I'm going to quickly now go into the extra deck. Here it is. This is the whole extra deck here. It's in my hands, and that concludes the extra deck. So I hope you guys really did enjoy this deck profile. Obviously, there is no extra deck for a deck profile like this. This is simply because we're playing the domain version of Monarchs, meaning if we don't have an extra deck, our opponent cannot use theirs, because that is how we roll, and Monarchs are a deck that they don't need the extra deck at all, so we don't need one. For side, I know people are going to be asking, we have basically the Mulch armies in the side, because if we're going second, we do kind of want to take out the traps, just so we have a way to hand trap, which is the Mulch armies. I also do play, I forgot the name now, but it's the Monarch that on summon contribute itself to nuke your opponent's extra deck as well. I also do play that. And then we also play just generic goodness as well, because I know you guys in the comments are going to be asking, where's the side? And there's the side. I also do side 1 of the Monarchs Erupt as well. If you want to side that in to have a searchable skill drain, you can do that as well. That's the end of this deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've released it a bit early simply because I want you guys to start building your Monarch decks, even if it's like on online simulators. Start testing. Let's start dominating with Monarchs once again in the year 2025. The brand new support cards are fantastic. Yes, I know there's a spell card that Foolish Burials, a spell and trap. I don't play that one. I don't think it's very good. We don't play any of the OG Monarchs because that also synergizes with the OG Monarchs. I don't think that card is worth playing at the moment unless they release another Monarch spell trap that really needs to be in the grave. Even then, we have our big Monarchs that always Foolish Burial 2 to use their effect. So I don't even think it's really that important. I think that was probably one of the weaker cards, one of the weaker support cards that was announced, if not the weakest one. But the other ones are absolutely fantastic. They do solve a lot of the deck's problems. We have now consistent ways to search monsters, consistent ways to spam a lot of bodies on the field, and consistent ways to gain more than 1 normal summon, which is absolutely incredible. It did fix a lot of the deck's problems. The only problem I can think now with the deck is, yes, you don't play any hand traps, so going second, you are very, very susceptible to just get full comboed and you can't break the board. That can still happen, although Monarchs are quite good breaking boards with the Stormforth and stuff like Erebus. Non-targeting put back into the deck is really nice. And the fact that we don't have any 1-card combos, the deck still doesn't have a 1-card combo. You still always need 2 cards or more to combo, which in 2025 standards is not good. However, I do have a feeling Konami is going to crack back the power creep and the 1-card combo decks in the next ban list, so maybe that is when this Monarch deck can finally start going. Or if not, Konami, you need to give us a 1-card combo. Maybe a Squire that can also summon itself and search would be nice, and count for 2 tributes. That would be insane. Something like that would be really nice, because if you're in top deck mode and you have basically nothing going for you, you can't do anything, because you always need 2 cards, 2 combo, which is annoying. But that is the end of this Monarch deck profile. Please do let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video.